Hey, good morning. We're just live on this Nova bus here, Nova LFS, on the 3300. Just get the front view here. And that was a 3300 on the Nova LFS. It's a beautiful summer day today, guys. Gorgeous weather, slightly overcast days. The skies are not free of clouds in any way, so they are just gorgeous. So it's not too hot yet. A little breeze. And welcome to the live stream. If you're new here, this is Patrece Sunflower, and we're just streaming to you live from the world in Toronto here. And we were just on a bus, and we're going to be probably getting on another bus soon. Do subscribe to the channel and hit the like button gently so you can support me as a creator here. Send in a donation, support your creators here on YouTube. And thank you so much for watching. We should be having a bus come here hopefully momentarily within, I would think, probably under 10 minutes, if not sooner, which is great. And I'm gonna go probably get some coffee today. Probably not a hot coffee, probably a iced coffee, I think, for change. I had a hot coffee last few days, because the weather was a little cooler, so it's kind of like I like to have warmer coffee when it's cooler weather. Sorry, warmer weather, rather. Oh, they cut down all of these. Look at this. I was here recently, and I filmed these for you, and can you believe it? Someone went in and actually cut them all down. Unbelievable. I actually like them. I actually really like the weeds here. And the city had them here for years. Like, I can remember seeing these here for a while, and they're gone now. And this here is private property, so they haven't touched these weeds, and I'm really glad that they've let this lawn get kind of like overgrown, and it looks really good. I mean, this is a great place for people to you could sit down here if you wanted. Oh, I have a first donation. Oh, thank you so much, Harjot. That's really kind of you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Harjot. That's extremely kind of you to send that in, and very gracious. I hope you have a wonderful day. And the money that you're sending me for this coffee will help me get a nice coffee. So that's great. Awesome. And I have seen your sunsets and your videos, walking videos, in, I think some of the videos that you post are in possibly the Rexdale or Thistletown area maybe of Etobicoke. And the sunsets are really beautiful. So if you guys are watching and you want to check out Harjot's channel, he's a great creator. He's got some awesome sunsets. So thanks again. And we should be having a bus come pretty soon, as mentioned. Let's see. I think I'm going to pin a little comment here. Perfect. we were just talking about some of these slightly overgrown and bushy kind of plants that we have here. And you know, it's interesting. Some lawns are so well maintained, and some lawns are just completely overgrown. And this lawn here, I can't tell if this is a city lawn or if it could be private. And they have just let the lawn kind of, you could say, you know, be overgrown and taken over. But if you take a moment just to look at all the different herbs and different types of foliage that's growing here, it's very fascinating. I mean, if you were a little bug right now, or a bird, or even a cat, this is like a perfect hiding spot here underneath all of these. Or even a snail, and it's raining, like the snail would just love all this foliage here. So I can see our bus coming, and I'm just gonna get the Presto out so that we can tap when we get on and enjoy another bus ride. Hopefully not too busy. And so we have 8211 here. And nice and fast.
It's right across the street.
Guys, I don't normally sit on the right side of the bus, but the last 3 times I've sat here, and it's not too bad actually. I mean, I'm right-handed, so this is perfect for the view, of the window view, of course. And we have another oncoming bus. And thank you everyone for joining us this morning here, or afternoon or evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for watching our live stream here, and enjoy the ride here. It's going to get a little bit bumpy here with the bus, but it's nice and air conditioned, and the view is great. So as you can see, guys, it is not busy at all here on this bus, so I am super grateful for that. So just a friendly, kind reminder to everyone who's watching the live stream. Please keep your comments polite and cordial, and please keep your comments clean and kind of related to what we're talking about. If I notice comments that are not in line with my standards here, I'm going to be deleting them, and I was just hoping everybody here could definitely give the video a like and subscribe if you haven't. I see just one like here. I really like to get those numbers up, and I appreciate your contributions to the channel here. After all, we are creators, and if you'd like to tip me as a creator, please go ahead, and I would be more than happy once you do that to give you a shout out and to your channel as well. So as mentioned previously, guys, we are currently on this Orion NG unit bus, and our bus is nicely air conditioned and the seating is really great. I know we've all talked about the OG buses in the past, and since they are retired, I'm going to keep the comments clean about them, but I will say I don't miss anything about the seating in the back. As you can see, the seating here is amazing. Compared to the OGs, you had to really, maneuver yourself carefully, especially in the seating. So kudos to the Orion NG units here. A gift to us from Wilson to the Queensway area, and a lot of people are, maybe thinking that they could be considered a dumping ground, or maybe they want to say, oh, they're just wanting to give Queensway all the old buses. Well, what can I do about it? I can't do anything except ride these buses, which I enjoy. I enjoy the bus ride. I enjoy the view. The view is probably the most amazing thing about the bus, and the freedom that you feel when you're riding the bus. It's a great feeling. You're very welcome. Well, that's cool. That's cool that you used to live here. And you're living in Vietnam now. Well, that's amazing. Quite a difference between Canada and Vietnam. And we have a wonderful Vietnamese community here in Toronto, and we have great Buddhist temples, as well as wonderful Vietnamese cuisine, of course, and related to Vietnamese culture. So thanks so much for sharing that. Sorry, my stream was just buffering there for a little bit, and it completely cut out, and I guess I lost some people that were watching. But hopefully you guys will come back on.
Next stop, Raleigh Avenue.
Hello and welcome. We are good, thank you. How are you? If I might add, we have a very good driver here today. The driver is driving the bus the way it should be driven, actually. And it's not being driven too slow. It's driving kind of on the fast side, which has me wondering if maybe this driver might be Highway 27 express routes or maybe the 900 Import Express, because I find the drivers that drive a little bit faster don't like drive when there's traffic, and they just come across as slightly impatient. And the way he's hitting the gas and the brakes is making, of course, you can hear the rev really well, but it also kind of makes the ride a bit rushed. And there's times when I want the ride to be very fast, and then times I want the ride to be slower. So he's driving the bus pretty good, pretty good.
Next stop, Algie Avenue.
Oh, my destination. Well, planet Earth, really. That's the destination, to be honest with you. Kind of heading in a westerly direction right now, and see where the bus takes us to. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Not sure.
Next stop, Algie Avenue.
What do you miss about living in Canada? Like, what specifically are you missing? I see. And where do you live now?
Next stop, Thomas Avenue.
That's understandable. Definitely.
Next stop, 1610 Queensway.
Oh, this is located in Canada. We're driving in Toronto, and this is Etobicoke, actually. So that's where it's located, actually. Oh, yeah, for sure. Huge difference between Savannah, Georgia, and Saskatchewan, or were you meaning Toronto? Yeah, Saskatchewan. That's the prairies, if I'm not mistaken, right? Like, there's kind of flat land out there, lots of wheat, and beautiful, like, sunshine out there. But I think probably very cold winters. Saskatchewan, for sure, would have very cold winters compared to Ontario. But maybe it's a different kind of cold. Like, for example, Ontario, our winters are kind of a damp cold. Whereas in Saskatchewan, I'm just thinking maybe those winters would be sort of like a dry cold. But isn't that easier to handle than like wet cold or moist cold? Because dry cold is, we don't have the moisture, but I can still understand how that might be a lot colder, like maybe similar to Alberta. And I don't know if Saskatchewan has the Chinook winds. Yeah, I've heard that. So then your summertime must not be too humid either then, I'm guessing, correct? in a different part of the world than not Saskatchewan. I'm trying to remember if I read correctly. Was that you that was in Vietnam? I'm sorry, refresh my memory. I see, that's right. Now I remember. The state of Georgia. Okay, cool. Yes, I have been to Georgia before. It's a very nice state. It was many years ago that I visited there. And I remember the people were very nice, like really kind people in Georgia. I really liked the southern hospitality and kindness of the people. So that was great. But that was probably like a long time ago. So it wasn't anything recently. Hopefully it still is. Now look at this, guys. There's a mini tree blowing in the wind. This is unique. It's almost like as if it's fallen off a tree. A lot of people get off the bus here to go to Sherway Gardens, because Sherway Gardens is just on our left here. And Sherway Gardens is a very large shopping mall here in South Etobicoke.
Next stop, 1800 Queensway.
And another really nice thing about this bus ride, guys, is it still has that nice lead smell. Like, it smells like a lead pencil. And I like that. It reminds me of, it's nostalgic. It almost feels like we're back in school again.
Next stop, West Hall.
And one of the things that I really like about this bus that reminds me of the OG diesels, guys, is the fact that there is some really good air conditioning in the back here. Like this here. If you sit back here in this seat, you get air conditioning on your head, and it's nice for the summer months. Over 200 here, yet I'm the only one typing. I'm sorry, I don't understand what you mean. The temperature is 200 degrees?
Next stop, Sherway Gardens Road.
Oh, I don't know. The numbers keep going up and down. It could be my reception. I'm not really sure. Y'all come back now, you hear? I know that's what you guys say in the States. Like, people have that southern accent with, the southern drawl, and it's nice. If I hear someone here speaking, especially like a Tennessee accent or like an Alabama accent, they're great. I mean, Georgia, I can't distinguish the differences between all of them, but I like the southern accent. It's nice.
Next stop, Cherry Gardens Road.
So that's the end of the line for this bus here on 8211. That's this Orion NG unit. And it arrived here in its final destination here. And it's probably going to take one of those layover things. And so there it is. It is similar to an OG unit, but as you guys can see, the aesthetics are entirely different in terms of, I mean, it's got flavors of it, but it's not our OG. And if you know the OG units, and if you don't, go ahead and look up TTC OG diesels, or better yet, subscribe to my channel, support my channel, and watch my videos, and you'll see many of them for the past 4 years, because that's how long we've been, Patrece Sunflower and her associates have been filming them for. So just gonna stand in the shade here and figure out the next route, since we have a number of routes to choose from. Oh my goodness. Patrece, are you going to do GRT videos in the future? What's GRT? You mean like GTA, Greater Toronto Area? Or, I'm sorry, I don't know what GRT means. Hey, Mommy, did you have lunch yet? Okay, Grand River Transit. No, I don't know where Grand River Transit is, to be honest with you. If you'd like to share with our viewing audience. But no, I'm predominantly Toronto Transit here. And of course, My Way. Those are two transits that I will continue to feature on the channel. And I'm hoping to feature a little bit more of Oakville Transit, but I don't know when. Not sure. Do you miss the 7900s and 8000s? Of course, just like you do. Yes, I miss them, but we have to move on and continue evolving. I can't bring back the Orion 5s, can I? Right? Would be great, but nope. Well, as you know, they're probably going to be keeping a few of them, so let's not worry too much about them. We've heard that some of them maybe will be kept, maybe one or two of them. And some of them are already being used, as you guys know, for their own purposes. And some of our subscribers have shared about that. So you're supposed to point, but the little thing doesn't work, so I'm just going to point. You should point. There's 8336. Yeah, the 8336 here looks like an iPhone 3GS. That's for sure. Might as well be in 2011 actually. It's 8336. No, back to your question, Tony. The Waterloo region, I don't think so. That's a little too far. I'm not really sure about that, to be honest with you. No, I don't think so. But hey, nothing is written off as a no, but not at the moment. No, it's too far, really. So this is the 8336. Maybe I'll take this bus. But I just want to get the front of it first, just to see if it's the right one. Yeah, that's 8336. We have a similar seat, but the only main difference between these buses and the one we were just on is they don't have the air conditioning in the back, like this area here. The area is flat. This kind of looks like a Rubbermaid container in the gray. But I'm sure there are huge differences between the NGs and the EPA 10s. So we're now rediscovering these units that are relatively new to Queensway. And 8336 is now just departing on the 15 Evans here in Toronto. This is a really smooth ride, actually. It's not as bumpy as the NG, which makes it probably a little bit more, what do you call it, smooth. But the ND diesel was nice and bumpy, and also the similar to the OG diesel. This one feels a little bit more, you can feel it in your feet. You can feel the motor, so it's a bit of a different feel. I don't know if this has the same specs as the other two.
Next stop, Shelton Avenue. Next stop, Union Mall. Next stop, Ghana Street. Next stop, North Pleasant Street. Next stop, Trinity Hall. Next stop, Elman Avenue. Next stop, 400 Evans Avenue.
And our bus is just passing the Queensway Garage here, Queensway Division, just to our left. And the driver just went by the railroad crossing and opened the door because by law I have to.
Next stop, Ewing Avenue.
I'm gonna get off the bus here and get a coffee because I haven't had one yet, and that was $83.36. And we'll just wait for this bus to pass here, of course, in just a moment. Wow, the earth is really dry today, and we could definitely use a bit of rain. You see all that sand there. And there's a JE Culp transportation truck up ahead. I like filming those as well. So if you like transportation and you haven't already subscribed to my secondary channel, I have a channel for trucks as well as rigs and tractor trailers and basically everything related to transportation. And that's Things Plus, THINGS+. So put the ad in front of it, and that's my secondary channel. If you don't remember, just subscribe here to Patrece Sunflower and check out my bio, and you can see the information in my bio about that. And also, I should mention, I do have channel memberships now, guys. So if you want to support me on a monthly basis and support my creativity and getting coffees and chatting with you and giving tours of our city, please feel free to support me there by becoming a channel member. So thank you so much. Now let's get a cup of coffee and continue. So we have a Wendy's here and a Tim Hortons. There are some locations where you can visit, and of course being aware of all the vehicles because we're on our phone here. So just looking out for yourself, of course, when you're outside, just as you all do that as well. As y'all look out for yourselves. Yeah, there used to be, well, there are still some locations that have the Timmy's, Wendy's attached to each other. This one keeps it separate, so this is just a little Tim Hortons here where you can't like sit inside. You just get your coffee and leave. So I'm going to get a coffee here. I'm going to get an iced coffee. And I might get a treat, but I'm not 100% sure of that. So I think I might just stick with the coffee for now.
Go ahead, I'm waiting.
Thanks. Hi, can I have a large iced coffee, please?
Oh, so we out of ice cream. I can make you ice cap or dark roast.
You mean like a dark roast iced coffee?
Yeah, just like ice coffee. Little bit more caffeine.
What does it look like? Is it like one of those, is it ice drink?
Yeah, just how can I show you?
It's just an iced coffee like,
Yes, yes.
oh, okay, sure.
Almost like that.
Is it the same price?
Let's see. Which size you want?
What prices do you have for the sizes?
Like for medium, it will be $3.15.
So that's significantly more than the large.
Or it's okay. I will charge you for the ice cream.
Okay, I'll get a large one, please. Thank you.
Here is ice cream. I can show you. You see? Large ice cream. $2.95. Good. Go ahead, make your
Yeah, I don't like almond iced coffee. I mean, I don't like it. I already ordered, so. Almond iced coffee. Is that like have almond milk? Because I'm not a fan of almond milk, so maybe not. But thank you for your suggestion.
small coffee, cream and sugar. You're welcome. Have a good day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You too. So this is our iced something. I don't know. I can't remember what he said it was. Sort of like a dark roast thing. It's good, but it's not as good as my usual iced coffee, which is a bit sweeter. This has a different body to it, but it's still nice and chilled, but teeny a little bit bitter, to be honest with you. I guess that's okay. Wow, it's really hot outside today, guys. But that's what it looks like. Yeah, it looks pretty good, I guess. Oh, I'll lie and say I love it. It's wonderful. Yeah, it's okay. And the Canadian National Exhibition, the CNE, is starting on August 16th. Elvis's departure date of this earth and Madonna's birthday. There's a few other people's birthday on August 16th. But yeah, unfortunately, Elvis left us on August 16th, 1977. So we always remember him around that time. God bless Elvis wherever you are, and may God rest your soul, Elvis Presley. I can't really see the screen right now, so I'm just going to be, be looking at messages in a little bit. It's really bright outside and need to focus on standing here and waiting. But I'm not going to be responding to the messages at the moment because I can't see the screen. And we have the 8122 here and the Kipling 44. Jesus.
Only Crescent North. Next stop, only Crescent South.
Oh my God. That was a huge bump and I almost lost my drink. I'm like drinking here. Our bus is at the end of the line here, and it's at the last stop. The driver's doing a layover. I was hoping he was going to turn the unit off, but like some drivers turn the unit off for a few minutes, but this one's kept it on. That's okay. It's kind of nice that the Kipling 44 bus, or the 944, comes down this far, since it used to just go to Kipling Loop up at Kipling and Lakeshore, but it comes all the way down here, so that's cool. Oh, you don't have buses like this in the UK? What kind of buses do you have? B3N. Sound might change for a little bit because I'm a little low on my battery. So I'm going to charge the unit while we're just sitting here and the bus is in a layover. Yeah, we're just waiting here. slowly approaching its final destination, which would be Kipling subway station on line 2, Blue and 4th line. It should be arriving momentarily.
Next stop, St. Albans Road. Next stop, Kipling Subway Station.
As you guys can see, Kipling Station is undergoing renovations on the bus bay area, and some of the buses and routes have been sort of switched around. But I think the 44 is pretty much staying in its original spot, which is great. And it's now here at Kipling Station. And that was the 8122. So we're just at the ground level here, and going to be heading shortly to concourse level, where we will catch the subway train. Usually the indication here for which train is coming next is working, but the reader board see. No, it's not working. So we'll have to listen for which train is coming next. Is it going to be this train or this one? Oh, this train here on this side. Maybe it does work, but it's only lit up once the train is coming. I could be wrong, but I think that may be the case. So it's lit up for the next train that's actually arriving on the tracks. Just peeked out inside actually.
Line 2, North Kipling. Keep the TTC safe.
Okay, you scuba going to the top down. Okay, always you come back to hold on. Once you head out, I'll give you. Next one.
You have to sit where the energy feels just right. Sometimes the energy is stuck around certain people and you just don't want to be near them. So it's good just to feel for the best spots to sit at. There's another train arriving. So this is a T1 Bombardier train.
exit is Layover Station. Drive to 130.